Alright. Just make sure I look good. Alright, put my glasses on because I always have my glasses off on my computer. So, yeah. Alright, guys. How's it going? It is Saturday evening, May 7th, 2022. At 7:14 p.m. I know it's a little late to do this video, but I just want to get it underway because past week, like after the Seattle game, I wanted to do it, but I just either got lazy or I just didn't feel like it. So yeah. This is obviously you can tell like the title of this video. My review of the Jets, Winnipeg Jets, 2021-22 season review. So yeah, I just want to tell my opinions of it, what went wrong, and I actually have a list right here. I got a piece of paper. Ignore this part. That was just yeah. So I'm just gonna talk about my opinions on it, you know what I mean, just tell about it, the expectations, what went wrong. Yeah, what went wrong. Yeah. So I'll just basically a review, in a nutshell, not a review. This season in a nutshell. Number one, off-season requires. We acquired Nate Schmidt, Brendan Dillon, Riley Nash, and Evgeny Svechnikov, which he was a PTO, but still made the team. So, and I had hype. When I first heard we got Brendan Dillon, I was like, okay, not bad. I know him. He's a good scrapper, good depth defenseman. Nate Schmidt. Oh, damn, not bad, not bad. Good solid top four guy. Crapped in Vancouver, but he's still a good D-man. Riley Nash, that was a meh. I knew he was going to be a fourth liner, though. That's nothing special. There's a good depth pickup, though. Evgeny Svechnikov. Ooh. I like this. I was kind of excited. Okay. I heard he had some chemistry with Dubois in the juniors, so, hey, maybe I'll get Dubois going. And it did. Sort of. Yeah, most of the times, yeah. So, yeah. So, I was pretty hyped for this offseason we had. Also, we signed Logan Stanley, Neil Pionk. Who else? I can't remember. I forgot we got Eric Comrie back. Should have brought that. Yeah. Oh, hold on, guys. I just gotta do something. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I had to do something for a sec. Okay, make sure it's recording. I get insecure about that, but yeah. There we go. So yeah. We got Nate Schmidt, Brendan Dillon. I thought that could have boosted up the defense, because last year, this year too, but last year defense sucked. It was bailed up by the offense and goaltending. Yeah, sorry, I had a gag. The defense last year was mostly bailed up by Hellbuck and the offense, so yeah. Well, that did not age well. Schmidt and Dillon, nope. Apparently they weren't the answer. They did okay, but no, apparently not. Svechnikov played really good. He impressed me a lot this season. Maybe we could have expected more because he's former first rounder. He still had real high potential over in 2015. So yeah, I still think because I think he's an RFA this season. So I think we get him a good contract. He can boost up his potential again. Be a solid top six guy. Riley Nash, we put him on waivers a couple months after. Yeah. He was acquired by the Lightning, then the Coyotes went back to the Lightning apparently, so yeah. He wasn't anything special. He impressed me a couple times, but no. He's a forgettable one. Eric Comrie. Yeah. We got Eric Comrie back, which I'll put it, he's listed on number 2. Number 2, the impressives. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Kyle Connor, and Eric Comrie. Out of those three, in my opinion, they really impressed me this season. PLD coming for that horrible year, when he got traded for Lonnie Rostovic, because he had to go to quarantine. Yeah, deal with all that bullshit, and yeah. And with the whole drama with Tortorella. I'm going to close my window. Because your kid's outside. People are speeding. But anyway, so, not really, you know what I mean. Yeah, Pierre-Luc Dubois. I'm going to go to his stats right now. Because holy fuck, he was one of my favorites this season. I liked ever since we got him. I didn't like At the time, I didn't like we gave up Lonnie, but yeah, I knew Pierre-Luc Dubois was a great player, and this year he was a great fit, you know. So yeah, so he played 81 games this season, had 28 goals and 32 assists, 60 points, -6. Ugh, not the best, but the whole team wasn't that great either this year though. So yeah, that's not terrible. And that's a season high too. So that's good. He had a career year with us. And he is going to be an RFA this season, which hopefully we sign him long term. And I will be so depressed if he leaves. Well, I know he's an RFA, but if he asks for a tribute, Lonnie Roswick signed lifetime deals into Columbus, I will be so depressed if that ever happens. Alright, Kyle Connor. 47 goals, baby. 47 goals. Oh, man. I did not see this coming. Yeah, I expected maybe, like, at least, like, a late 30-goal score, like 38, 39 or whatever. But, yeah, holy shit. He impressed the hell out of me this year, man. He's still one of the most, like, if not the most underrated player in the NHL. He does not get the respect anywhere else in the NHL world. Only Winnipeg and, Michigan, because he's from there. So, yeah. Ever since we lost Lonnie, a potential generational goal scorer, former 40 goals, a 40-goal scorer, Kyle Connor's like, okay, my turn. Yep. Who said the Jets lost a generational goal scorer? Am I right, guys? And Eric Comrie. When we required Eric Comrie, I was like, okay, why do we keep doing this? Why are we putting him on waivers just to get him back later? Okay, back to the Moose, alright. I was not expecting him to be our backup this season. I was actually expecting a Mikhail Burden, but holy fuck, Eric Comrie impressed the hell out of me this year. So yeah, like I remember his first game was against that LA game back in late October. I was like, oh god, I'm a little, ugh. But no, we won 3-2 with him, and he made really good saves in that game. You can't blame the goals on him. And when I went to that Dallas game back in early November, 4-3 shootout win for the Jets, he looked really good that game too. When we go to the game, I was like, ugh, I don't know. Ugh, I'm still not really sure about him, but he played really good, even though he allowed 3 goals. But none of those were his fault. One of them, he was like left out to dry. One of them was a power play and a scramble in front of the net. The third one was a tip. So yeah, can't fault those on Comrie. Yeah, I hope we re-resign him too. If we get a new backup, all right. But Comrie really impressed me this season. I'm so happy for him. He proved me wrong because I was a big doubter of Eric Comrie. I'm so proud of him. He's awesome. And I got to see his first career shutout. Not trying to flex, but I got to see his first career shutout with my own 2 eyes. That Flyers game. That was impressive. Number 3, the disappointments. Scheifele. Oh my god. Where did I even begin? He was a -17 on the year. He still had a good season offensively. He put up points. But, oh my god, you watch him in our own zone. It looks like he lost interest in hockey. It's like, he reminds me of literally the 2018-19 Lonnie. Remember that Patrick Lonnie when he was like, scored 30 goals, okay. 22 assists, no, 20 assists, -24. He literally reminds me of that Lonnie, but not as bad. But yeah. It's like, oh my god, man. And I'm not making excuses for him, but I feel like ever since Dale Hawerchuk died and his hit on Jake Evans, especially after Hawerchuk died, if you're asking, well, yeah, Hawerchuk is the Jets go, old different franchise. Fuck it. He's a Winnipeg legend. Let's just say that. Because he was, Mark Scheifele was a player for the Barrie Colts from 2011. Well, before that, when the Jets drafted him, Dale Hawerchuk was the Colts' coach. So yeah, and Hawerchuk told the Jets to pick him because he knew he was going to be good. So yeah, so maybe I could see Scheifele and Hawerchuk having such great chemistry with each other. But yeah, I think that might have changed his character. So yeah, and rest in peace, Dale Hawerchuk. You'll always be a legend. And his hit on Jake Evans, yeah, we already know that one. I understand the controversy of that hit, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it. Was it unneeded? Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. It's not as bad as, people make it, especially Habs fans. And the toxic rumors, because there's rumors of him and Wheeler bullying Lonnie out of Winnipeg. Yeah, call me biased or naive all you want, but I don't believe that one bit. Like, yeah, I can see them being strict on Lonnie. Like, hey, kid, you got to get your head out of your ass. You're playing like crap out there. You know, I can see that, but I don't take it as bullying. I mean, yeah, it's still criticism, you know, but come on. I think it's an overkill to say they bullied Lonnie out of Winnipeg. I feel like I'm not going to get really into that. I don't feel like it. All right, another one. Logan Stanley. Oh my God, Logan Stanley had so much hype coming from his rookie year last year. So yeah, and everyone was calling him a bust. I was one of the few that still had faith in Stanley. And my granddad too. You know, we still like Stanley. Like I've seen so many times this season with all of us. Logan Stanley made like so many times he was out of position and made some costly mistakes. Not costly, but mistakes in general that were really bad. And yeah, and his other parent had to bail him out. So yeah. I think that Logan Stanley's 6'7" memes are annoying. It's just annoying. I get fans want to see handle it, but I don't know. I would keep Stanley as a 7th defenseman at least. That's just my opinion. Maybe he'll be better next year if he stays with. Maybe he'll be better next year. We never know. He's still a young defenseman, but he needs to be better if he wants to be in the NHL. Neil Pionk. Oof. And it pains me to say this. I love Neil Pionk. I loved him ever since we got him from the Rangers. You know, I heard some bad things about this guy, but I also remember seeing his highlight reel goal against his coast-to-coast highlight reel goal against Montreal. I was like, okay, I know it's a highlight reel play, but hey, maybe he still has potential. But yeah, I was right. I was one of the few that liked Pionk at the time, and look where he is now, except for this year. But man, he lived rent-free McDavid's head in the playoffs last year. McDavid was in Pionk's shadow, basically. It was awesome. I miss that Neil Pionk, though. You know, I've seen Pionk so many times, like, making costly mistakes and ends up in the back of our net. But yeah, Pionk, yeah, he needs to be better next year. I think he will, because we're getting new assistant coaches, and that goes for every one of the disappointments in general, so yeah. And last but not least, Christian Vesalainen. First round pick in the 2017 draft. I had so much hype for him. You know, he was rumored to be like another great goal scorer, not like Lanier type whatever, but I was hyped for him. You know, he still has potential, and yeah. But holy fuck, I've seen him so many times on the ice and looked like he played on the fourth line most of the time, and he still did nothing. Oh, but he didn't play on the first line. Bullshit. No shit. He still wouldn't make a difference in my opinion. Okay, scored a couple goals. Okay, first NHL goal, good for him. But no, he's definitely a bust. I'm sorry to say, he did not impress me at all. I'm sorry. All right, number 4. Paul Maurice resigns on December 17th, 2021. Dave Lowry takes over, and the Jets also played that game against the Washington Capitals and lost 5-2, which. I would give Dave Lowry a break there because that's his first time being an NHL coach as an intern, at least, so yeah. So I'll give him a break there, but holy fuck. I feel like Paul Maurice resigning was a good thing for the Jets, but it was at a bad time in my opinion. It was way too late. I wish, you know what I mean? I was a big defender of Paul Maurice. I defended him. I really liked the guy, but if he was going to resign, I wish he would have done it in the offseason. That's just my opinion. Dave Lowry was definitely not the answer. He was horrible as a coach. I think he's okay as an assistant coach, but he's not good enough to be a full head coach, in my opinion. He's not good enough, and I feel like, and I was a little hyped he got him. Okay, maybe he'll get some chemistry with Lowry, Adam Lowry, his son. But, no, I think it put a little pressure on Lowry. I'm not making excuses for him, but, father and son. I just feel like it put a little pressure on him, like on Adam. That's just my opinion. But now that Dave Lowry will not be returning, the pressure will be off. It'll still feel weird for, you know what I mean, yeah. Number 5, constantly blowing leads. How many times have the Jets, I don't know if I'm the only one who sees this, but how many times do the Jets lead for almost 20 minutes and they completely just let it go? They just don't care anymore. They blow the lead and they lose it. I feel like we've seen so many times they led 1-0 after the first period and then just completely fall apart after. It's so frustrating, Like, it reminds me of the 2018-19 Jets when they're constantly blowing leads all the time. Here, make sure it's still recording. Okay, good. I get a little... Yeah. Okay, I think it's good. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, yeah, you got to get better at keeping leads, guys, because don't be like the Leafs. You know, we don't want to be like the comebacks, you know, like slump busters or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Number 6, postponements of schedules. I'm going to go right now. Jets had a few postponements. 2 of them were against Minnesota. 1 Dallas, Nashville, Chicago, Seattle, Ottawa, Calgary, and Edmonton. And the Jets are... Jets are 4-4. Wait. Jets are 4-4 with those postponement makeup games, just because of COVID or whatever. Like, it was getting dumb at that point. Like, I get it. You know, a lot of people were getting players were getting tested, but it was getting stupid at that point. It's just my opinion. I don't mean to be controversial. You know what I mean. I'm not going to talk about that. Number 7, trade deadline. Trade Andrew Copp for Morgan Barron and a second round picks. Potential second round pick and a 5th round pick for 2023. And the second round picks are going to be this year's draft. So I like that draft. I hate that we let Andrew Copp go, but let me tell you something. Morgan Barron impressed the hell out of me. Probably not Andrew Copp level, but I can see him being a really solid player for us next year. Hell, this is a bold prediction. I could see him being maybe a top 6. Because holy fuck, I see him make so many good plays. And yeah. You know, maybe it could be like Andrew Copp 2.0 for us. You never know. And I heard Rangers fans liked him too. So, yeah, I really liked what I've seen from Morgan Barron. And reacquire Mason Appleton. Okay, I like that. And Zach Sanford. Mason Appleton definitely had an off year this year because I heard he was injured with Seattle, but it's all good. You know, everyone has off years. Well, it's not. You know what I mean? You know, and score a couple goals, but I don't know. Appleton didn't do too much though. You know, but I can see him being better next year because I think he still has potential to be a top 6 guy because he impressed the hell out of me last year a lot too. So we'll see what happens. And Zach Sanford, I don't know why people were complaining about this guy. He impressed me a couple times too. Like, I seen him make good defensive plays. My only issue with Zach Sanford, he's a little slow though. Like, I just feel like he's a little slow, like on his skates. But yeah. Number 8, defensive woes again. Our defense really shit the bed since 2019. Ever since Bufflin left, Trudeau left, which I don't miss him. Myers and Sherratt. And Morrow. Oh my god. That's a big... I know I wasn't the biggest Trouba fan, but that's still a huge D-core. You know, Bufflin, yeah. That was the worst thing that happened to the Jets so far, in my opinion. 2.0. So yeah. And we got Neil Pionk, Dylan DeMello. Yeah, I like those. We got Dylan DeMello trade down in 2020. The only one who is still remaining on the 2018 roster is Josh Morrissey. That's weird. That's fucked. Yeah, I like Josh Morrissey. I think he's our best defenseman. Yeah, he's great. I think he's underrated. Yeah. And I've seen so many times the defensive woes just leaving Hellebuck out to dry or whatever. Okay, you know what I find unfair? The team plays good in front of Carter, but they play like crap in front of Hellebuck because they rely too much on him. That's not fair to Hellebuck. You know? And number 9, overplaying Hellebuck. Yeah. Like, I get Hellebuck's a former Vezina winner, still a great goalie, but you got to give him the rest sometimes, though. He can't play all 82 games. Like, maybe he can play like 50-something games and give the rest to Comrie. They should have played Comrie more, in my opinion. But yeah. And Hellebuck just had a kid and probably wants to focus on becoming a dad more, which is understandable. That's a great reason. So I feel like that's why Hellebuck had an off year too, overplaying him, and he's a dad for the first time in his life. That's life-changing. That's life-changing. Number 10, making goalies look like gods. Do we need a reminder of this? Kirill Vejmelka, that goalie for Arizona. Stuart Skinner. Who else? I know this a couple years ago. Adam Warner for Colorado. Holy fuck. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen from, what's his face? What, that team? Buffalo. Like, I know he has potential to be a starter, but come on, Jets. You're playing against, like no offense, phantom goalies, and you can't even score on them. Like, we made them look like Dominic Hasek, Patrick Waugh, Martin Brodeur, Carey Price, Glenn Hall. Jeez. Like, that's really frustrating. It's like we can score on goalies like Carey Price. I know he was out for most of the year, but, you know, that was just an example. We can score goals against, like, yeah, you know what I mean. All right. That was embarrassing. Number 11, this is an odd one, local inconsistent timings. Like, I remember one of the postponement games in late December against Chicago that got postponed. The original start was supposed to be 8 p.m. That's way too late in my opinion. The latest, in my opinion, should be 7 p.m. local time. That's just my opinion. And Pittsburgh won, it was 7:30. No, in my opinion, local time should be no later than 7 in local times. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree, but yeah. Yeah, and the weekends, I like when they start like at 6 or whatever in local times. That I don't mind. Number 12, losing winnable games. Oh god, I don't need reminding of this. Like, the Jets should have won against, like, no offense, like teams that are worse than the Jets. Like, for example, like Arizona. Here, I'll show you the games I felt like that were winnable and we should have won. Just one sec. Okay, this is like games like, you know, like the Jets could have won, but nope. I'll give them a break in this one because John Gibson was lights out in this game and Hellebuyck was crap in this game, but yeah, because I knew Anaheim wasn't going to be a great team, but they did good in the first half, but shit the bed later. You know, same with San Jose. Like, no offense to Dogs fans in that last clip, but yeah. I don't know. You know, these are games I felt like we should be able to beat. Before you go in the comments, yes, Minnesota is a great team, but the reason I put this one on here is because the Jets scored an empty netter, which would have been 6-4 Jets, but the goal was taken away because of offside, and Minnesota tied it moments later, and then sent to overtime. The Wild won in overtime, so that's the only reason I put it on here, because we should have won that too. Just my opinion. Minnesota's great though. Now this is before before the Bruce Boudreau era. Yeah, guys, I just want to mention this was the game before the Vancouver game I just showed, but this is the game I felt like when the Jets fell apart. Because Stuart Skinner started that game. Yeah, look at those numbers. That's an awesome number against us because we've seen that so many times. The Jets make, like, no offense, like, goalies look like gods or whatever. Like, I know, what's his face? Skinner has potential to be a good starter, but I don't know. I'm not gonna waste like times like just putting that the all games we should have won. Yeah, sorry. I know it's lazy, but I don't know. I just don't feel like wasting time with that. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was a waste of time, but yeah. Number 13, Dennis Bayak retiring. Oh my god, why? I was like, why is he retiring? It's like, I know it's his career life, but at the same time, it's like he looks like like early 60s or late 50s. Yeah, I don't know how old he is. He looks 60s though. And I like seeing when commentators go like on a long streak like Bob Cole or whatever. I think that's cool. I don't know why. I wish commentators would do that though. But yeah, yeah. It's sad. And thank you, Dennis Bayak. You've been an awesome commentator. You're one of the most, if not the most underrated commentator in hockey. Just my opinion. And yes, I'm biased. Number 14, the Scheifele exit interview. We all know this one. My personal opinion, this is very unpopular, but I didn't mind it. Like, I understand the controversy, but I didn't mind it personally. Like, how do I say this? People were complaining about, oh, it's me, I, my. Yeah, I get it. But my opinion, the reason he's saying that is because he knows he was the worst player on the Jets last year when it comes to defense. Because he was the worst minus 17. And yeah. And he knew he sucked defensively. So yeah. Here's saying, and he wants to know like what the team's direction is going to. Like, is he going to get traded or not? Which I think he's done with the Jets personally. It's sad to see because I love the guy. But I don't think he's really happy here, which sucks. when people aren't happy here, I know it sounds a little like weird, but when I hear players are not really happy in Winnipeg, low key I lose respect for them. But I just said low key, I meant like a few percent. I lose respect for them a bit. But hey, I still like the guy. That's just my opinion on it. I think because he knew he was the worst defense, and he wants to improve, and he wants to know what the team's direction is going to be. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, he knows his teammates were better than him this year. That's just my opinion. Call me naive or biased all you want, but you know what I mean. Hey, Scheifele, if you're done with the Jets, thank you for everything you've done here. You're one of our best players in 2.0 history, and yeah, just good luck to wherever you go to. But yeah, guys, that's basically it for the video. Just hope you enjoyed it. I give this season a D minus because we had so much expectations for Nate Schmidt. Not just Nate Schmidt, but others. And I knew Dubois was gonna have a bounce back year, and Connor's gonna have a career year with that. But yeah, we were arguably one of the most overrated teams in the NHL, and I'm not afraid to admit that. So frustrating. Definitely forgettable. One of the most forgettable seasons in Jets 2.0 history. But I'm already excited for next year. We still got the pieces. We just need new coaches. That's just my opinion. And comment down below who would you like to see as the Jets coach. So, yeah, guys. Personally, I like to see someone like Alain Vigneault. But yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you disagree with some, that's fine. But just don't be all toxic in the comments. And yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy it, guys. Go Jets, go. I'm already pumped for next year.